No matter what you do in life, no matter what you do, there's one thing that I plead with you to do is not to change who you are. You see, water has the formula H2O. Back in high school, we used to have an experiment about water. The formula is H2O. And in room temperature, the water will be liquid. And if you test that liquid, it is H2O, the chemical formula that you find. If you take that same water and then you exert it to large temperatures, high temperatures, boiling temperatures, and it becomes vapor, it changes the state from liquid and it changes into vapor. If you take that vapor and test it, it will give you the formula H2O. One thing is for certain, water might have changed its state, but it has not changed its DNA, its formula. If you check the same water, the liquid water at room temperature, and exert it to cold temperatures, very cold temperatures, you will then discover that that same water will freeze and become a solid. But if you take that solid and test it, the DNA, the chemical formula is still H2O. There's one thing that you will see in this pattern of experiment that we've just spoken about. Water doesn't change what it is, it's still water. All it does is it modifies itself to be able to contain the situation which is given into it. But deep down, it is still H2O. Christians of today, worldwide, wherever you are, one mistake that we do is that we change. We take time when we reach certain levels. People are doing drugs, we also do drugs. You know, the DNA is no longer Christian, it's something else. When people are cursing, we get there, we are the master cursers. We are changing who we are. And over time, this pattern of changing who we are, we lose ourselves, we lose who we are, we lose, respect from the world because we are like that wind that just goes anywhere. And if the wind blows north, we're going north with it. If the trend is going south, we're going south with it. We have no foundation. We have no, that is clear corner where we are really saying, this is where we stand. We don't have that because we change who we are. And that is my prayer this afternoon to say, man, look, man, God wants you to be the same person you were yesterday. He's leading by example and saying, God does not change. Excuse me. As he was yesterday, he will be tomorrow. He will be forevermore the same God. And if God doesn't change, who are you to think that if you're changing goalpost, one moment you're doing this, the next you're doing that, something in you will lose. So the message of the day is this. Do not change who you are. Be grounded in what you are. Be grounded in who you are. And God will lead you through.